what's up YouTubers? It's me again, Brian, aka Gamer5551, and I am back with a My 2 Cent video, and this is a special one. I wasn't planning to do this one until I heard the announcement about Nintendo's NX, which is now referred to as Nintendo Switch, when they announced they were going to reveal it yesterday though, and so I am shooting this video. I mean, originally I was going to talk about third and final presidential debate, but I might save that for tomorrow or a little bit later, though. I will get to that one, though. But this one was pretty big. This one was pretty big. We had two big announcements, but I think the Nintendo Switch is the one that kind of overshadowed the other announcement, and that was the official teaser trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2, the sequel to the 2010 release of the original Red Dead Redemption, though. A fun game indeed, though. Personal favorite of mine, though. And I'll start with that one first, though. And I have to say that it didn't really reveal a whole lot, though, being that it's a teaser trailer. However, I will say, based on what I've seen so far, I do have faith in Rockstar, and the reason why I have faith in them, though, is the fact that Rockstar has a good history when it comes to making games. I mean, yes, it's a long wait, unfortunately. I mean, look how long we had to wait from Grand Theft Auto 4 to Grand Theft Auto 5, though, and obviously we're going to have to wait long for Grand Theft Auto 6. That's pretty obvious, though, but to me, sometimes that's worth the wait. Sometimes it's worth it because at the end, their games are fun. They put actual time and effort, and they don't, release a yearly edition of it, unlike how some other companies out there, Activision with Call of Duty, though. So I do have a lot of respect for Rockstar, and I do have faith in this game, though. I mean, again, it's too early to tell. Hopefully, more information will come out. We know it's going to come out, I think, sometime 2017, so that's good, though. But again, that one was pretty good, and I am definitely looking forward to Red Dead Redemption number 2, though. Red Dead Redemption 2, however, I will also say that announcement was overshadowed for the most obvious reason, and that is the announcement of the Nintendo Switch. And when I finally saw the trailer at around 7 a.m. in the morning here, Pacific time here in Southern California, though, my opinion on it before I saw the trailer was I was going in with not a huge expectation because I didn't want to come out completely disappointed, though, but I wanted to keep an open mind about it. I want to see how it is. And well, after seeing the trailer, I have to say, though, that I am optimistic about it, though, okay? Cautiously, though, but I am optimistic about it, though, alright? The fact of the matter is that it is basically a console and a portable device into one. And so I'm glad that they're doing that, though. I think that it looks interesting, the fact that you could take your console type games on the go, though. Again, I'll have a link in the description. You could read it, though. I think that's very interesting that they're doing that, though, instead of having, develop a Mario, say, for example, a Mario Kart game, one for the, 3DS and one for the one for the handheld, one for the consoles, though. The trailer also showed off, a traditional controller, so those who are basically, traditionalists or not down with what excuse me, like gimmicky ideas or anything like that, though. So glad that they're added into that, though. The joysticks that they're referring to, I think they're called Joy-Cons right now, where you sort of detach it onto the the portable device, though. That I think is kind of very interesting, though, and I do think in some degree that kind of opens the idea. And again, it's too early to say for certain, though, but the idea of optional control schemes for the Nintendo Switch, though. So instead of the control scheme that they showed in the in the trailer, though, imagine if they were to develop a control scheme designed specifically for, say, fighting games or FPSs or anything like that. So it opens up certainly ideas, though. Again, it's too early to tell, but it does certainly open up that idea. The fact that it uses cartridges is kind of interesting as well, and the fact that you can also use, you attach the controllers, which obviously that rumor turned out to be true after all, though, in terms of basically you can have like a friend of yours come over and it looks like you could play Mario Kart. We saw that obviously Splatoon is in it, though. We saw look like Skyrim's going to be in it, which is pretty impressive, although there's been some reports coming out lately that show that Skyrim hasn't officially been announced, though, but Bethesda has is expressed interest in the NX, so obviously it certainly sounds like it's going to be a powerful system, though. So, and what's also interesting, though, that if I could find it here, it is using a mobile processor from NVIDIA called Tegra, T-E-G-R-A. Again, if I'm spelling the name wrong, I apologize. If I'm not a huge tech person, though. So the fact that they're going with that rather than the traditional AMD, the ones that traditionally are used for consoles, is kind of interesting, though. I will say that I'm both excited and optimistic about it, but there are certainly some questions that certainly needs to be raised about it. The fact that this is a handheld, though, the fact that this is both a console and a handheld for taking it on the go, for a console, console type things for a portable, I do kind of question how long the battery life is in this, though. I do kind of question because, like, say for example, if you're taking a long flight, like for example, I live out here in Southern California, and if I were to take a flight to say, let's say London, England, for example, and I've done that before. I mean, it's a pretty long flight, though, and I just wonder how long the battery life in the Nintendo Switch is, at least on the portable side of it, though. I do also have questions about the graphics capability, though. There has been reports lately that Unreal Engine 4 will be supporting to the Nintendo Switch. So on one hand, that's good, but but I do kind of wonder how powerful is the Nintendo Switch is going to be. I mean, obviously, to me, it's like, will it be powerful enough to satisfy third-party developers? I mean, the fact that Bethesda expressed interest is good, though, but it'll be interesting to see how powerful it is, though. So, still, I'm glad that we're hearing that Unreal 4 engine is coming to the Nintendo Switch. So that certainly is interesting, though. I will say that certainly is one of them. And I am also very interested in some of the publishers that are coming to the Nintendo Switch, though. Some of them that I am pleased about is Platinum. I love the games they've done. I love Bayonetta, Vanquish, Mad World. Grasshopper Interactive is coming. I think that's great. I loved No More Heroes 1 and 2 on the Wii, though. I'm hoping that No More Heroes 3 is going to happen, though. Wouldn't mind a port of 1 and 2, but I would like to see an all-new entry 3, though, as well. Square Enix is joining, which is nice, though. It'll be interesting to see if I think we know that Dragon Quest XI will be coming to the NX, though, but it'll be interesting to see if they bring any other games, like maybe Kingdom Hearts 3, maybe a port of Final Fantasy 15. Again, way too early to tell whether that will happen or not. Who knows, though? So I'm happy about that one, though. Konami, I don't know why their name is up here, because they sort of burned so many bridges, though, so don't know why. Let's see, anyone else? Bethesda, that one kind of surprised me a little bit, though, the fact that they're joining as well, because, again, I like some of the games they have done, like Wolfenstein, The New Order, and The Old Blood. Rumor has it that they're working on a sequel. That would be nice, though. The Evil Within, I enjoyed that game as well. Doom, I did enjoy it, though. That would be impressive if Doom was running on the Nintendo Switch, though, okay? Again, I'm not saying it will, or if it is or not. It's way too early to know for certain, though, but it's way too early, but I am happy that Bethesda is joining this as well. Take-Two Interactive, though, is in it, even though we haven't heard from either 2K or Rockstar, though. They are part of, I think they're part of the Take-Two family, so we might hear something from them. So I'm both pleased about the third-party support, But at the same time, I'm also a little bit concerned, considering how a lot of companies, particularly like EA and Ubisoft, considering the crap they pulled on Wii U owners as well, and how a lot of Wii U owners felt that they were burned by third-party developers when they shipped either, a half-assed product of theirs, like of their popular games, though. Again, some of the blame is on Nintendo, but some of it as well. Like, for example, with Ubisoft, they shipped Watch Dogs 6 months after that game came out, released it around the same time that Super Smash Bros. Came out, or also around the same time they were going through the debacle that was Assassin's Creed Unity, and barely marketed or advertised the game, and also had very little, little to no content or any of the other contents that was in the PS4 and Xbox One. So it almost come off as, why pick up this version when you're completely supporting the Xbox One and the PS4 version? So I am a little cautious about it, though. I'm happy a lot of these developers want to jump aboard, but we saw this before with the Wii U, so I'm very cautious about it. I'm hoping that the list they have right now, and the list is growing, is true, but again, we'll have to wait and see. And of course, the games will also basically be on, look like cartridges, or like SD size cards. I'm both interested in that, but at the same time, I am a little concerned about space. Like, how much space is going to be in these cartridges, though? Is there going to be enough space for developers to work with? Is there going to be enough space, like, say, if they release, like, a patch or something for a game, though, or any upcoming DLCs? Will there be enough space to put in these cartridges, though? What about those who decide to go digitally, though? I mean, are we going to have to buy is it going to be stored in, like, the portable or wherever in the system, though? Are we going to have to buy a hard drive, though? Or are we going to have to buy, maybe separate SD cards so we can download games and put them on there? Or are we going to have to do, like, the clear out the fridge situation, where once you used up all the spaces in your system, you'll have to delete them. You can re-download them and all that stuff, which, again, that is sort of annoying, though. So I will say there are certainly some questions that need to be answered about the Nintendo Switch, though, alright? That said, I am optimistic. I am very interested in it, though. I definitely want this to succeed again. I definitely want to try this out myself, though. I mean, it looks impressive, though, and I have to say the trailer that they showed was very good. It was on point, and it was definitely not trying to targeted kids or anything like that. Not that the kids don't play video games or anything, but they're obviously targeting a different audience with it, though. I think that's a good thing, though. I'm just wondering, to me, it's like the idea's there. It's there. I think it is there. The question is, will it click with consumers? And so far the response has been positive, though, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, obviously the cat's out of the bag now. I mean, obviously we now know what it is. We now have seen it, though. Now Nintendo is going to have to start answering some questions about a lot of the stuff that gamers will be asking about. And if they play their cards right, if this is executed properly, if Nintendo can do that, then I believe this could put pressure on Microsoft and Sony. This could force them to reevaluate their approach and perhaps maybe come up with something that competes against what Nintendo is doing. I mean, bear in mind, we saw this before. When Nintendo launched the Wii, Microsoft launched, the Kinect, while Sony launched the PlayStation Move, though, okay? So they were trying to cash into what Nintendo did. And if Nintendo pulls this off, though, then you could be sure Sony and Microsoft will follow suit at some point down the road. I mean, they may be looking at this as Sony could be looking at this as their idea for what the PlayStation 5 might be. Again, that's all speculation at this point. We do not know until we know for certain, though. But one thing for certain is that there is a lot of buzz going around with it, though. And from what I understand, though, some sites like Amazon are taking. You could put yourself on a reservist list to be ready when the pre-orders are, when they're open for pre-orders. To my local GameStop, basically taking names right now, so when a pre-order is ready, you can pre-order it right now. So obviously there's a lot of buzz about it, though. So overall, like I said, there is some unanswered questions that have to be answered, though, and certainly we will have to answer them. But I will say I am optimistic. I definitely think this is very interesting, and I certainly would like to try it for myself. As for Red Dead Redemption 2, though, again, I am looking forward to that game, though. I like what Rockstar does, though, so I'm definitely looking forward to trying that out. I did like the first Red Dead Redemption when that came out back in 2010, though. And who knows? Maybe, just maybe, I'm not saying it's going to happen, since we do not know if it will or not. Red Dead Redemption could be on the Nintendo Switch, though. I mean, that is a possibility, though, okay? Again, it's too early to tell if that is going to happen or not. It's way too early at this moment, though, but it is a possibility, though. Anyway, again, these are my opinion. But what are yours? What are your thoughts about the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer? Are you impressed? Were you disappointed, though? Do you think it got overshadowed by the Nintendo Switch, or do you think it didn't, though? And what about the Nintendo Switch itself? Are you excited for it? Are you optimistic about it, but you want to hear some more info about it, like I am, though? Do you think it's a disappointment? Do you think they're going to fail with it, though? Are you digging the idea of a console and portable device hybrid or a combo like what they're showing, though? Are you not digging that, though? What about the detachable controllers? Are you okay with this idea? Are you against the idea, though? And are you worried about the graphics process? Are you worried about the process power? Do you think it will be graphically weak? Do you think it will be strong, though? But overall, what are your thoughts about it as well? In either case, sound off on the comment section below. Let me know what you think, though, about this video, whether you agree or disagree with me on it, whether you have a different view on both Red Dead Redemption 2 and Nintendo Switch. As always, I hope you hit that like button. I would appreciate it if you do. And of course, I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you like to share this video, feel free to do so. Alright? Anyway, it's evening in Southern California, and this concludes my 2-cent video regarding Red Dead Redemption 2 and the Nintendo Switch. And I will see you guys again next time when I do another video. Hopefully that will be soon, but until then, from Southern California, I wish you all a good evening, and I'll see you again next time.